In the coldest corners of the North Pacific where ice forms faster than mistakes can be forgiven, one species anchors a multi-million-dollar industry king crab. What begins as a brutal ocean harvest ends as a luxury centerpiece in cities thousands of miles away. This is not just seafood processing. It's a tightly engineered supply chain where minutes, temperature, and precision decide value. To understand how king crab becomes a global delicacy, the journey has to start at sea, where risk sets the price long before the factory doors open. King crab fishing is a calculated confrontation with the ocean. Steel vessels deploy massive traps baited to lure crabs from the seabed, each cage weighing hundreds of pounds before it even hits the water. Once submerged, the countdown begins. Hauling the traps back is the most dangerous phase. Freezing winds, towering waves, and ice-coated decks turn routine movements into hazards. Inside the cages, king crabs emerge, some weighing over 10 pounds, others far larger, each one representing both profit and survival. Every successful lift is a narrow win against the elements. And the moment these crabs clear the water, a new race starts, one where keeping them alive is just as critical as catching them. Once king crabs are hauled aboard, survival becomes the priority. Their value depends on staying alive strong and unstressed. On deck, they are moved immediately into circulating seawater tanks where temperature, oxygen, and salinity are kept as close as possible to deep-sea conditions. There is no margin for error. Water that's too warm weakens the crabs. Too cold, and they shut down. Crews monitor the tanks around the clock, knowing that even a short lapse can wipe out thousands of dollars in minutes. When the vessels dock, the clock tightens further. Refrigerated trucks filled with oxygenated artificial seawater are already waiting. From there, sealed containers begin a tightly scheduled journey to processing facilities often thousands of miles away. Everything must be completed within a strict 48-hour window. Miss that window and the entire operation collapses. Keep it intact and the king crab moves one step closer to becoming a luxury product on the global stage. When the containers are opened, the factory comes alive. Thousands of live king crabs are transferred from chilled tanks onto stainless steel conveyor systems, marking the shift from ocean survival to industrial precision. Protective gear replaces rain jackets, and the chaos of the sea gives way to controlled, repeatable motion. The first step is selection. Workers and automated systems sort crabs by size, weight, and condition. Only individuals that meet strict standards move forward. Smaller or weakened crabs are removed immediately, ensuring uniform quality across the line. At peak capacity, tens of thousands of crabs can pass through this facility in a single day. Every movement is timed, every station synchronized. From this point on, value is no longer protected by fishermen, it's protected by process. Before cooking begins, each crab is thoroughly cleaned. High-pressure water jets strip away sand, algae, and residue clinging to the shell, preparing the product for uniform processing. The sound of spraying water and moving conveyors sets a steady industrial rhythm. Next comes cooking, the most critical thermal step. Crabs are lowered into massive boiling tanks where temperature is held precisely at 100 degrees. Timing is exact. Too short and the meat remains undercooked. Too long and texture and sweetness are lost. As shells turn bright red, the visual signal of readiness appears. Immediately after boiling, the crabs are transferred into ice-cold water baths. This rapid chilling halts the cooking process, locking in flavor, firmness, and moisture. From here, the product is stabilized and ready for the next phase, where cutting and inspection determine final quality. Once chilled, the crabs move into the cutting line. Automated blades separate legs and sections with consistent force, while skilled workers oversee each pass. This is where human judgment still matters, checking shell integrity, meat color, and firmness in real time. Any piece that doesn't meet standard is removed immediately. Cracked shells, uneven cuts, or signs of stress are flagged before they can reach packaging. The goal is uniformity, clean segments, intact fibers, and presentation worthy of premium markets. By the end of this stage, the product has shifted again from raw seafood to a refined ingredient. What remains on the conveyor is what will carry the brand's reputation across borders. After inspection, king crab meat moves directly into vacuum packaging. Multi-layer seals remove air and protect the meat from oxidation, preserving freshness for long-distance transport. Each package is weighed and aligned to strict portion standards before sealing. Quality control runs in parallel. Random samples are tested for pH levels, microbiology, and temperature stability. Labels are applied with batch numbers, processing dates, and full traceability codes, ensuring every box can be tracked from factory floor to final destination. Only products that meet international export standards continue down the line. By this point, value is no longer fragile. It's secured, documented, and ready to move into global circulation. Once sealed, king crab enters a global cold chain moving with near-military precision. Refrigerated containers depart for markets in Japan, South Korea, the United States, and Europe, where consistency, appearance, and traceability define price. In destination cities, king crab is positioned as a luxury centerpiece. A single crab can retail for hundreds of dollars. Full dining experiences can reach into the thousands. Beyond taste, buyers pay for reliability, predictable quality, food safety, and a story anchored in controlled processing rather than chance. This is where industrial discipline converts into market power, transforming a volatile ocean catch into a dependable, high-value export. From frozen seas to sterile factory floors, king crab processing is a chain of calculated decisions. Risk at sea sets the stakes. Precision in the factory protects value. Regulation and conservation ensure tomorrow's supply. The price on the plate reflects more than sweet white meat. It reflects survival in extreme conditions, technology that minimizes loss, and a commitment to balance profit with preservation. In that balance lies the future of king crab, where luxury endures only if discipline does.